This is a review of the Versatile Tactical Pen by Welham Green. As you can see, the pen comes in a nice gift box to make a presentation for someone you like. This pen is a good self-defense weapon. You can cut, slash, and collect DNA with the sharp crowned end of the pen. It's very sharp. You can see it up here. We'll give you a close-up of it. Here you can see the sharp crown edges of the top of the pen. I wanted to show another close-up of this crown to show you the edges and how sharp it is. You could certainly slice almost anything you want to do with the edges of this. It's sharp like a knife. These sharp crown edges can also be used to cut a seatbelt or even drive this cap here into the window of a vehicle to shatter it. The body of the pen is large. That makes it stand out in your pocket. It's 6.4 inches long, and when put into one of my shirt pockets, the base of the pen reaches all the way to the bottom of the pocket. It's about 1 inch longer than most pens, and most of that will stick out of the top of your pocket, and it makes the pen very obvious. See, the pen goes all the way to the bottom of the pocket, and you can see how far it's sticking out the top. Here you can see the tactical pen next to a nice rollerball pen, and you can see the difference in size. The pen is also larger in diameter, and the largest area of the pen, the diameter is 0.53 inches in diameter. That makes it easier to hold because it gives you a good gripping surface, and you'll see here there are grooves here and down here which makes it nice to hold and get a firm grip on. That makes it good when you're fighting or using or jabbing with it. Either end of this pen, in my opinion, is a tactical weapon, either cutting and slashing or jamming somebody in a soft area. The pen is made from thick aircraft aluminum for long life durability. It is professionally anodized in a dark gold color. As I mentioned, it's also available in black and gray colors. The pen weighs in at 1.83 ounces, and that compares to this rollerball pen, which is plastic, and it weighs in at 0.46 ounces. The tip of the pen down here has a cap that unscrews and exposes a nice writing ballpoint pen. You can also take this cap and put it on the top and store it. I actually wish the pen had a cap for both ends, maybe a shorter one for the top. The reason for that is it would be a more disguised look, and it wouldn't be so obvious to be a weapon. Right now, with the cap off, stuck in your pocket, it looks just like what it is. It looks like a weapon. And you know, part of discretion is important when you're carrying something like this. Also, if you have this pen with the cap on it to keep the ballpoint part of it from writing on your clothes, and you slip this into an inner suit pocket or inner dress shirt pocket with the suit jacket on, or try to even slip it into your pants pocket, this will tear up your clothes for sure, and it can also be a real ouch moment if it's stuck in your pants pocket. I want to talk about the need for something like this and a possible way to perhaps improve it. Before I retired, I traveled the world for many years. I traveled all over Europe, Asia, Africa, and Central America, and in every major city in the North American continent. I went to many of those cities hundreds of times. In some areas, I didn't feel safe, and I always carried a self-defense pen, always. I carried money and expensive technical equipment, and I looked like an easy target with a lot of potential to make a quick and easy buck off of. I like this pen for its potential to provide you self-defense, but it's just a skosh too big and too obvious. Discretion and concealment of a weapon is always best in such circumstances. This is important, especially if you travel and expect to get any pen like this past any security agents. As a defense weapon, I like this. It's big, you got a good grip on it, but the size also is a detriment. Also, having this exposed limits where you can put this and store it and carry it. As a defense weapon, I rate this as a 5-star item. As something that's easily carried and somewhat inconspicuous, I have to rate it a 4-star. Overall, I'm going to give it a 4-star rating. I actually wish they offered a smaller version, shorter, just a skosh smaller in diameter, so it looked more like the regular size of a pen. I also wish it came with a shorter cap for this end, to cover the crowns, because by doing so, you can easily put this into a suit coat or put it into a pants pocket if you like. If you're going to go into a tough area, you can always unscrew the top cap and put it in a shirt pocket. Installing a top cap just makes it easier to disguise for travel. This review is done by JJ CEO. I was supplied a sample for test and evaluation, and the review is not promised in exchange for the sample, but I stated that if I provided a review, it would be fair and honest.